I'm alive. Hey, it says two people are here. Hey, two people. I'm starting with my best magic trick, which is making my coffee disappear. So who's here? Awesome. Oh, they left. What's up, Spec? How you doing, buddy? I'm guessing y'all are getting some really cold weather like we are here. It came from that direction. It's like crazy cold here. Well, by Texas standards, crazy cold. Not by the rest of the world's standards. Mickey, what is up, buddy? Glad you can make it. And Ryan, wow, everybody's jumping up. Oh, not the temperature, that's for damn sure. It sucks. You got here earlier than normal, Ryan. It usually starts off like this. We're not even 2 minutes in, so it normally starts off fairly quiet. Yeah, Spec, we here we had 2 days in a row. One day was 16 with single digit wind chill factor, and the next day was 18 with still single digit. It was actually 36 when I went to work this morning. I don't know what the wind chill was, but it was cold. I almost lost my almost lost my monetization right off the bat because I felt that F word needed to emphasize how cold it was. And it was super awesome. Tuesday morning when I got to work, the owner had shut the air conditioner, the heater off. So inside the building, it was 36 degrees. That's not conducive to me being very productive. I was, but it took a little bit. Yeah, we are currently at well, that button ain't going to tell me. I had to do the Windows update. I'm so not happy about that. Oh, we're currently, it says it's 68. We got a heat wave. We have a real heat wave, 68 degrees. Oh, another cold front's coming, I think today. Yeah, because tomorrow we're only supposed to hit a high of 45, 86. That's nice. That's more of the weather that I like. So for the next 3 days, we're going to be in the 40s, 20s at night, 40s in the day. That's the great thing about Texas. Really cold weather doesn't last very long. It says we're up to 6 people. Woohoo! 3 people are talking. I like that. Ugh. That's where we're supposed to be at too. Where are you at, Mickey? I know where Ryan and Low Spec are at. Oh, Georgia. Yeah, I guess it would be warmer there too. North's supposed to get it bad. It's supposed to be sweeping up that way. I actually took a nap today. While my reaction that was uploading earlier, I fell asleep in my chair, all laid back. So that was nice. So maybe I won't fall asleep here. When we first came back to Germany, we went to Fort Lewis in Washington State. And when the neighbors saw them unloading our sleds, they laughed and they said, "We don't get snow here." So we let them have our sleds because they were going to Germany. They had one of their worst winters while we were there, had a lot of snow. I don't know if they knew that and they were just trying to get some free sleds or what. They're like, huh, no snow. Looks like snow to me. I ran 2 people off of that story. I'm getting good. We got some snow here, but it was Texas snow, so it's not really snow, it's white. We call it snow because it's white. There's more of this weird icy stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of snow when we lived in Germany. We got a lot of snow when I lived in Maryland, when I lived in Washington. I experienced my first blizzard in Lyman, Colorado. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I used to go to New Mexico to go snowboarding. I try not to live in snow states. I have, but I try not to. I like to visit the snow. I don't want to live in it. Although I must admit, I really did like Maryland. I like Washington State better, but I liked Maryland. Did not like Georgia. I lived there for 3 or 4 months, just long enough to really hate it. Oh, wow. Yeah, isn't it normally just, like, warm to hotter than hell there, Ryan? Hey, my mom must be watching because she's texting me. I did say it right. Oh, I don't need to text her back because she can hear me. She watches on her TV and she can't chat on her TV, so she text messages me. Oh, so y'all do get cold weather. Oh, I said if I ever became a millionaire, I'd like to have property in Australia. That way I never have to experience winter. Because when it's winter here, it's summer there and vice versa. So I could live here during the warm months and stay in Australia during what are the cold months here. But I'd have to be really rich to do that. Wow, we're starting off pretty slow today. We're saying pretty slow, but y'all are talking, so that makes it worth it. Yeah, bugs that can put you in ICU and most everything else will kill you. Yeah, Mickey, our weather here is shifting. We're actually staying cold like we've had snow in April. When I went to UFC 69 in Houston, it was actually snowing here where I live. But by the time I got to Houston, there was no snow. But I mean, it was snowing hard here, and that was in April. Uh, but our weather pattern has shifted here. Oh, we're down to 3 people. I wonder if YouTube just tells me that. It's weird. My shirt doesn't look purple, or Purple Rain doesn't look purple. It looks blue. It looks like blue rain. Blue rain, blue rain. That's weird. I gotta cut my hair. Well, all of them, not just one. I ran somebody off with that. Huh. They didn't like the way I sang Purple Rain or Blue Rain? Weird. It's weird. I do not like this damn Windows update. I knew I wouldn't. Oh, definitely. That tells you how long it's been since I've watched UFC because I don't recognize those names. I did just watch a female fight the other day, and those two chicks beat the stuff out of each other. I'm trying not to lose my monetization again. But that was an outstanding fight. Yeah, I used to be really heavy into it. Well, and breaking up doing bouncing in bars, women were always the toughest. When women fight, they mean it. Guys were really easy to break up. They usually want to get any guy that starts a fight in a public place doesn't want to fight. He knows he's going to get a few shots in and the fight's going to get broke up. So there's really no challenge in it. I mean, you might get beat up a little bit, but I've never had problems breaking guys up. Yeah. Walmart's racist. No, you were shoplifting. Big difference. You can see all sorts of crazy stuff at Walmart. I think it's funny when I used to work second shift, if I forgot to take my badge off before I went in there, they didn't recognize my badge because where I work, we have different badges than what they have in the stores. Boy, you should have seen all them people starting to work real fast. Oh, wow, we lost almost half the audience. Um, I don't know if they do because Walmart's really not supposed to confront you. I know we see all the videos, but they're not supposed to do that. They're allowed to ask you for your receipt, especially if you have a big ticket item. But if I remember correctly, they're not supposed to interact with shoplifters. I know they do. And I would imagine they get in trouble because there's a lot of stuff that if I'm at Walmart and I saw something on the floor and I picked it up and put it back on the shelf, I could get in trouble for that. That's considered working off the clock. That's weird. I thought it was just being a good human being and picking something up. But I know they used to back in the day because I used to mess with the one that would follow me around the store. When I had long hair, I got followed a lot. Yeah, they got weird weird rule, but it has to do with lawsuits. It doesn't really have to do with Walmart being weird. It's the lawsuits. Hey, if y'all haven't given me a thumbs up, please do. It's bad enough YouTube sends me the little message saying my chat rate wasn't good. We've been talking the last, what, 3, 4, 5 weeks, been having good talks, and they keep saying my chat rate's not good. I have to think that it is. Oh, yeah. Anything that you could get a hold of like that, eat it up, drop the wrapper in the trash on your way, buy a trash can. Yeah, Mickey, that's one thing that's why some cities don't want Walmart in their cities, because their police force actually have to hire extra cops to handle just Walmart crimes. But yeah, they got cameras everywhere. You're not getting away, and you're not getting away with anything. And if they let you slide, one thing that has gotten out is Walmart won't always bust you for shoplifting, or like when you're stealing stuff at self checkout. They wait until it runs up to a criminal because they have facial recognition. That's another thing that's got people in an uproar. So they will follow you around the store. If they think you're a shoplifter, the cameras will activate and follow you around the store. So when you're doing self checkout, if you have a problem and it says call an associate and they tell you that it's messed up, what it is they think you've stolen something. So they will either have the associate ring you up or move you to another register and watch you do that if they think you're stealing. But I think they were talking about doing away with the self checkout, which I think is smart. Not because I'm pro Walmart, but because that puts cashiers back to work making money, earning their money instead of just standing there watching you and talking to you like you're stupid. But yeah, they got cameras everywhere, and they're amazing cameras. But they don't bust you every time. They wait till it gets up to a felony level. That's good. Self checkout's stupid. The only reason I use it is because I don't want to talk to somebody. It's quicker for me to go do that. But I've made it a point here recently, with very few exceptions, I don't go through self checkout. I go to a cashier. Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't been an issue with me yet, but I do see them everywhere. And I don't want somebody else doing my shopping. Occasionally my wife will do it when, for whatever reason, time or we have something to do. She'll do it, but for the most part, like that's where she just went. She just went to the store. For the most part, we do our own shopping. But occasionally it does work out. Wow. Ran some people off. They must have been pro Walmart. They could have been Walmart spies watching me, and I'm going to get in trouble when I go to work Saturday. We heard what you said. Okay. Did I lie? No. Mm. Speaking of Walmart, yeah, Ryan, that's how I shop too. I know what I want, and I actually have my route planned out before I go in. So I just zoom through. Unless I'm trying to kill time before I have to go somewhere, I do not hang out in the store or walk around browsing. I go in, get what I need, and get the hell out. Shit, what was I going to say? Oh, tomorrow is my 25th anniversary since I got hired at Walmart. I did not plan on being there this long. I thought it was just going to be a temporary stop. But I only work 3 days a week, and I make more than cops and prison guards. without the danger. So works out well. I'm not pro Walmart. I don't tell anybody to go to work there. the only reason I the only reason I'm still there is 3 days a week. I have a set schedule and I have so much time invested. Wow, that's crazy. Actually glad that a lot of people use the curbside. That's less people in the store, so I like that. My favorite time to go shopping anywhere is early in the morning when they very first open, because there's almost nobody in there. I really don't like people as a whole, especially in Walmart. I like to go in there when there's almost nobody there. That sounds bad. I don't like people as a whole, but oh yeah, man. I used to work in a mall. Well, it was a Sears store, but it was attached to the mall. It's part of the mall. Uh, and I had to be there crazy early because I was catalog receiving. So we could walk around the mall. Some places open. Oh shit! I don't do Black Friday. Never have done Black Fridays. It's a scam as it is. But then people get stupid over them deals. Deals. Uh, but yeah, when I worked in the mall, we could go. There were some places that open just for us employees. They open early, like in the food court and stuff. So it was nice to be able to walk around the mall with only people that worked at the mall in the mall. Yeah, Black Fridays. I think Cyber Monday's a better idea than Black Friday. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed your comment there, Mickey. There you go. Um, I probably can't say here on social media why, but do not buy meat from Walmart or produce. Get your produce from a local place. But oh, if you do go to Walmart to get like canned goods, the Great Value brand is actually Libby's. So it's actually a name brand. It's just in a Walmart can. I know that for a fact. Most of Walmart's Great Value stuff is name brand stuff. They make a deal with these companies and they put their label on it. Oh, absolutely, Ryan. 100%. I'm I agree with that 100%. We used to have a store here that had a live butcher and we would go there to get our meat. And then that store went out of business. But yeah. Now I do buy because it's the only place I can get it around here. I do go to Walmart to buy alligator. Uh, because they do sell it. So I go there to buy it. Um, cheese, canned goods, frozen crap, all that's okay, but I never buy meat or produce from Walmart. And it looks like my eyes are shut. I don't know if I need to raise my monitor up so I can actually look up with my eyes. I look really stoned. Maybe that's why people don't hang out. They're like, that dude's so stoned you could blindfold him with dental floss. I'm not stoned. Yeah, I quit eating tuna, use mascara. I used to wear eyeliner all the time. Started when I was in bands. This girl goes, "Hey, put this on, it'll help you." Uh, I let her put it on me, and all of a sudden, the chicks were digging it. I wore it for a long time, a long, long time. Even if I wasn't on stage, I wore it. Uh, yeah, I do like chicken. I mean, all the chicken we buy from stores, unless you can go to a better place, is not good. It says we're up to 7 people, and 2 of us are the ones doing all the chatting. Huh. I'm gonna have to drink some coffee and think about that. Gary Holloway, I'll be damned. uh, I highly doubt that Jennifer Lawrence has an overgrown bush. She's too young for that. If she has any, it's like one of the little. Is that dirt or is that hair? Uh, Glad you can make it, Gary. Yeah, I like Bush, so it's all good to me. That bald stuff, that's not cool. Compromise. Uh, yeah, I'm not a big beef eater. I prefer pork, which I know a lot of people don't like. Bald seems a little pedo to me, so that's why I don't get down like that. Um, yeah, but I prefer pork over beef. I will occasionally eat beef, but I prefer pork. But I eat little meat, usually chicken or fish. I do eat lobster and shrimp and alligator, obviously, since I just mentioned that. Uh, I think pork ribs are my favorite. Pork chops used to be my favorite, but then when I spent 2 years as a vegetarian, I never really got back at no. Um, I very rarely eat lamb. If I'm somewhere and they have it, like if I go to someone's house and they have it, I'll eat it. But it's not something I crave. I'm not like, oh, I gotta have it. It's kind of like rattlesnake. I'll eat rattlesnake if somebody has it, but I'm not out there killing them trying to get it. Yeah, we're actually talking about proper cuts of meat now. We weren't a minute ago. That's what I like about our conversations. They just they'll just take off in any direction. And I like when newcomers come and they can't follow it. They're like, "Wait, what? Weren't y'all just talking about a song? And now you're talking about someone's drawers or whatever it is." It's the way it works. I like that. It's how conversation's supposed to be. All right, we ran 2 people off. Woohoo! They probably got lost. They're like, "Whoa, far out." See if I got any thumbs down on my Nemophila reaction yet. Nope. Still doing okay. Hey, 5.99 is not bad. I'm sure I'll hear tomorrow on the way home what my mom thought about that conversation. I have not thought of it, Gary. I Googled it and it didn't really give an answer, but her voice sounds so familiar. Do you know who she is? But it has such a familiar ring to it. I really like it, but my mom's texting me now. Ah. Gary starts off with the Bush comment. uh, yeah, I can't say 100% who it is. It just has a familiar ring, and I know sooner or later I'm going to come across. I'm going to go, that was her. No, my mom is watching the live stream, and she saw your comment about the bush, about Jennifer Lawrence's bush. No, my mom doesn't sound anything like that singer. So, yeah, when my mom sings, I think I can do a good impression of her. Hang on. Large Marge here. She don't sound like that. I just did that because I know she's watching. I should get a text message any second now. We don't want them to scorch the earth now? Huh? That's good, Gary. That's what I was going for. If my mom was drinking anything, she probably spit it out too when I did that because she doesn't sound anything at all like that. She's texting me now. Oh, she can't see the comments, but she can hear everything we're saying or that I'm saying. Oh, I get that along that conversation. Yeah, I've just never been one of them bald guys. To me, that just because I grew up, women aren't bald. So, if this doesn't cost me my monetization, I don't know what will. Well, I do know what will because I do it all the time. Hey, did y'all know that you can get strikes on Facebook? I got two in one day. Yes, the 70s were, I mean, I really dug the 80s, but I did see a lot of 70s stuff. If you watch I Spit on Your Grave, you'll definitely see a 70s. Looks like she's got a red-headed buckwheat and a scissor lock. The hell was I saying? Yeah, the 80s were dope. That was the way it should be. Oh, Mickey, I got a strike. Okay, I can tell y'all on here. Oh, I don't know. YouTube might. I'm going to use his initials. Y'all should know who I'm talking about. Cannibal. A friend of mine made a post, all words that said, Uh, JD was eating Five Guys before it was a restaurant. I left a meme in the comments of JD in a Five Guys restaurant, and it said, "Hey, it doesn't taste like Five Guys in this. I don't taste Five Guys in this burger." I got a strike for that. So when I screenshot it and posted it, that they gave me a strike for it, I got one for that. Then I made another post, and they, instead of letting it post, they sent me a message that said, "This also goes against our community standards. Are you sure you want to do this?" Because I think they say if you get like 6 strikes, they'll take your account down. But Facebook is a joke. If I could come up with another social form of social media, and everybody when they signed up for it, they'd have to sign this thing that says no. Yes, they made an example out of me. They got me good. I couldn't believe 2 in one time. I was like, "Wow, look at me. I'm real." Oh, I ran some people off. They're like, "Oh, that guy doesn't follow Facebook rules, community standards. We're out of here." Um, but I wish I could start my own social media, and everybody would have to sign a thing saying that they're not easily butthurt or something to that effect. If they get offended, they get kicked out of the platform. That way, only grown-ups with sense of humor are there. There wouldn't be any, no trolls would be in there. Just kinda like this. This is how my form of social media would be. I like to call it not Facebook. Or maybe I could just call it Sixx Daze. I don't know if I could get away with that, but if I could find out how to start my own social media thing, that would be awesome. I had started a secret group, only people that I approved. I didn't allow anybody else approved members, and we shared memes and jokes and some really borderline stuff. And someone who had been a member for a long time got offended by one of the least offensive things, reported it. Facebook got involved. They took that down and sent me a message threatening me. So I figured out who did it. I kicked them out of the group, but then Facebook kept monitoring my group. So then we went to DMs and started a secret group in DMs, and we just DM'd each other. Facebook got involved in that. They read your DMs. I don't know if you knew that or not, but they do. So, yeah. Wow. Gary, I haven't ever seen you post anything that I thought was out of line. Everything I see you post is good natured. Oh, I know. I've argued that with them. I've shared stuff that I saw on Facebook, and I got in trouble for it. And I asked them, "How am I getting it?" YouTube's done the same thing to me. Twice I reacted to videos on YouTube, and they told me that I was encouraging self harm. Oh yeah, and it's weird because Facebook owns Instagram. I am not in any trouble with Instagram. Instagram, I do well on Instagram, really well. But there's been stuff I've shared on Facebook, got in trouble, but it was okay on Instagram. I think as long as you misspell it, so that, and they're relying way too much on AI. That's a big part of the problem. But I think as long as you misspell it, you'll be okay. And as far as that dumbass gluing themselves to the road, that's just hilarious. I've had an upswing of whores sending me friend requests. Oh, I gotta tell you this. Speaking of whores, my camera froze. Oh, there we go. Okay. Um, there's this country singer from Canada that I like. Her name's Terry Clark. I think I may have told y'all this last week. I have a follow up to it. So I had left a comment on one of her videos, and every time I comment on somebody's video like that, I'll get a bunch of phony accounts sending me friend requests. So I've had probably close to 20 Terry Clarks sending me friend requests. So I had screenshot it and I made a post on TikTok because that's where this happened. I was on TikTok about all these fake Terry Clarks. I wish the real one would follow me. Another fake one said, "Oh dear, those are all fake and they're all going to go to jail." Bitch, you're fake too. Terry Clark's account is verified. You're here acting like you're her. It's amazing how stupid people. And I had a fake Reba McEntire follow me. But yeah, I've had like 20. Doctor, what is up? Well, it depends on where you joined. I'm not sure where you dropped in. You could have heard Gary talking about Bush. Ryan saying that he doesn't like Bush. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get all sorts of insane messages. Uh, I get a lot of insane emails too. I just keep blocking them. Oh, did you really? Man, I've always liked her. I like her attitude. I like her songs. Uh, yeah, she's dope. I like her songs. Better Things to Do, Girls Lie Too. Um, there's another one that I really like. I mean, I like a lot of her music, but those two are two of my favorites. I thought that I thought that was you, Gary. Ryan said that he didn't like that. uh, now we're up to 8 people, and I'm sure 3 of them have dropped in here going, "What the hell?" Just jump into the conversation. Plug your nose, jump in, have a good time. Landing strips. Those are acceptable. My favorite's the inverted pyramid, but yeah, landing strips are acceptable. And I almost said the guy's mustache. That's what I call the real little tiny ones. I call it that mustache. Those little bitty ones right at the top. That's kind of a waste, but I guess it counts. I'm not going to say his name because AI will be like, "Oh, he was talking about him. Oh, he must support him." Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. Hours later, you'd be picking them out of your teeth going, "Oh, that was fun. I like that." Oh, those are funny. Those are good. Though you new people, if you've never been here, just jump into the conversation. It's wide open. Nobody's going to judge you. Well, unless you say something really stupid, and then they might. But we don't have any hate here. Nobody throws shade on anybody. So just jump in or just keep reading. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, though. YouTube likes that. I'm not asking for me. YouTube likes that. So it's actually for the health of my channel. Thank you, whoever did that. And even if you hate it, tell your friends you loved it. That way they have to come here too and they go, "Oh, man." They'll wonder what's wrong with them. "I'm not loving this. He said he loved it." um, we talked about something. Oh, we talked about the weather in the beginning, Gary. You weren't here. But yeah, conversation is going good now. What? You mean the guy who's gonna be president again? Yeah, that'll be awesome. Oh, that president. You almost had me there. That was a good one. That was good, you got me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, done that many times. My mom's probably changed channels now going, "Oh, wait, she's only hearing one side of it. She can't see what y'all are saying. She can only hear what I'm saying." But I'm sure this will be a discussion because I talk to her every day when I'm driving home from work. I'm sure but this will be part of the discussion. She'll be like, "So, what were those pigs saying on your" Up, earned them many, many times. I ain't scared, ain't no shame in my game. No, my mom, she's seen my stand-up, she's heard me. I've y'all get the clean version of me, but you have a general idea of how I talk. I've talked this way my whole life. So, it's not that she's shocked at the conversation. If it wouldn't cost me my monetization, I'll tell you about one time when she got really big wanting us to stop cussing. When I showed her that I can say stuff without using those words, she realized the words sound better. Um, no. Oh, yeah, I'm tame because I'm on here, Mickey. But, yeah, I grew up listening to Red Fox and Rich Pryor too. I could recite his in concert video verbatim back in the day. Rich Pryor was a big influence on me. Uh, but no, you would run out of time before she answered your question. So probably not. I mean, she's really smart. She knows a lot, but sometimes getting to the answer, I'm the same way. Certain times I get put on the spot, and even though I know the answer, it will not come out. Oh, absolutely. Richard Pryor, not even a, yeah, he's absolutely a goat. They keep popping up. I don't know if they're putting in the commercials or if they're just thinking about it. Uh, we don't want to show a commercial on him. I haven't noticed it pop up. All right, Doctor, you win. I gotta take a picture of that so that I can. Oh, wow. Oh, yes, Mom. We've discussed that before, but I'll bring it up again. Um. Oh, okay. That'll work. That works better. Do that. Oh yeah, you're good about DMing me anyways with stuff. Yeah, do that. That's way easier because then I can just click on it and go watch it. Hey, we ran two people off. Woohoo! Um, Me and my mom were talking about. We talk about it a lot when we have conversations. Stuff that'll pop up in our feeds. We were talking about the song Louie Louie and how much money the government spent uh, trying to find out why kids like that song. And I think it was the next day or the day after it popped up on her, um, I think she said Facebook feed or Google feed, literally about the government spending $1 million researching that song. Oh, I probably won't react to them. I'll probably just listen to them. Um, no, I haven't seen any. We've had some stuff move around, but I have not actually physically seen one. but we've had shit move around, weird noises and smells, but that's a daily occurrence. But no, I have not actually seen any lately. It's kind of a letdown. Oh, you know you'll get my feedback, buddy. I like the titles of those songs. Y'all should hear the shit that I walk around the house singing. I mean, Savannah used to hate it when she was little, but now she really likes. I sing the song, the diarrhea song. I sing that all the time, and I sing. I do an Elvis impression, and I kind of took it from Eddie Murphy, but I take it a little bit farther. But yeah, I sing all sorts of weird songs. Sing a bunch of Rodney Carrington. Well, the number one Rodney Carrington song is um, we do occasionally do that, not as much as we did when it was popular, but sometimes just randomly just start singing it. TP. Um, the one I usually sing, and I sing it at work, and people will be like, "What are you doing?" Or "Who is that?" Uh, it's it goes into "I like my women like I like my chicken," but it's not actually not part of that song. It's old Rodney Carrington, and I don't know why I always go right to that one because I prefer the song about that he does about self love and the yard sale song. But he quit doing self love a long time ago. I think the last time I heard him do it was because he knows that I liked it and I opened for him and he did it that night. I think that was the last time I ever heard him do it. But if you don't know old Rodney Carrington, you should definitely check that. Hey, I got a spam risk calling. Hello, spam risk. I'm right in the middle of a live stream. You want to be on camera? Hello? Hello? Did you hang up already? There they go. They hung up. They didn't want to be on live stream. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah. Show them to me. No, that wasn't my mom. My mom's not a spam risk. uh, show them. He's got a lot of good songs. And what you see on stage, he's even nicer in person. The first night I met him, and he felt bad and he kept apologizing. He had his set wasn't bad. The guy that was opening up for him was a friend of the owner of the venue, and he had been opening up for Rodney. He wasn't a good comedian, but he started stealing Rodney's bits. And since he was up first, he was saying Rodney's material. Um, so by the time Rodney got off stage, when me and my wife went up to meet him, he was super pissed. Okay, I am very critical of comedians. I do like Ron White a lot. Um, I do have some opinions about him. I don't know if I ever told you all this story, and I don't know if anybody ever believe it, but he does hang around Austin a lot. Yes, that's one of my favorite parts. He does that so well. Comedians do. I posted a joke that I told on stage, and some little nobody female comedian from BFE has 14 subscribers. She sucks. Just started raking me across the coals. It was not another comedian's joke. That's actually frowned upon, even though Robin Williams did it. Steve Harvey does it. There's a lot of comedians that do it, and people will let them slide. They don't say anything about it. But if you're a lower level comedian and you get caught doing someone's joke, they will rip you a new asshole. The joke that I told that this girl was upset about was a street joke. Street jokes are okay to tell, but this girl kept calling me a joke thief and all this shit. And she sucks. I went to her channel. I was like, oh, she's trying to get attention off of my channel because she only has 14 subscribers. Um, but yeah, Ron White's storytelling is great. I know some dirt on him because I know people that actually know him. Uh, yes, a lot of people think that. That is some of what Cat Williams is talking about. Cat Williams, a lot of people are confused about him, but that dude's got his shit together. He's not what when they try to destroy him, he's not that guy. He's very well, he's got his shit together. He's not a drug addict or no shit like that. And smoking weed is not considered that. Um, but Ron White, I can't prove this, but I know he hung out in Austin or hangs out in Austin, and I'm pretty sure he's seen me do stand up. I had never heard him say cock holster before. And in one of his specials not too long ago, he used cock holster, and I was like, oh, but it doesn't matter. I'm a nobody, and he's somebody. Was that your chick, Gary? Was that the girl? It was funny because she told me my delivery sucks, and you could tell she's scared when she goes on stage. I tried to watch 3 of her sets. She opens with the same lame ass, "I've got ADD" joke joke. Um, yeah, she should not be criticizing anyone. Uh, but she wouldn't shut up, so I had to block her from my channel. She was just trying to get some viewers so that people go look at her channel. But as soon as they go and see your stand up, they're not going to subscribe. So, uh, oh, she was special. I'm pretty sure most of the laughs she got was friends and family. They were not big venues. Nobody, she didn't kill at all, but I couldn't make it through her entire set. I tried 3 different ones. And since she opened with the same lame ass joke each time. Yeah, she can't add worth a damn. um, but yeah, I like Ron White's storytelling, the way he does it. Now that he's sobered up, he didn't lose it. He's still sharp as a tack. I don't know. Oh, um, dude, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I screenshotted her name. Because sometimes when people are annoying like that, I screenshot them. Um, let me look at my deleted. Uh, no, I didn't screenshot it. Um, shit, dude, I can't even think of her names. It wasn't. I mean, it was that forgettable. Do her name as a rhyme. If I can remember her name, I'd just tell y'all. I'm not scared of her. I've seen Richard Belzer on TV. I was not a fan. Uh, I know people that loved him. I was not a big fan. Uh, I really like Matt Rife until I watched his special. I wasn't offended by it. I didn't find most of the special funny. Uh, I was really let down. I guess I was expecting too much. Uh, I'm trying to think of this guy's name. There's a lot of comedians that when I watch their stand up, it's like, oh shit, when I try to watch the entire thing. Uh, but yeah, I was not a big fan of his. I did like Abbott and Costello, especially for their time, and some of it still holds up. So, uh, trying to think of other comedians that people love. I've told you before I don't like Ralphie May. Uh, he was a funny guy, but I also know what a lying sack of shit he was, how funny he was. But I didn't like his stand-up because fat guys telling fat guy jokes is just redundant. I don't like Fluffy at all, not even kind of, sort of. I have a friend that loves him, and he can't believe that I don't. Well, I mean, he doesn't. He accepts it. He's not one of those people. What's up, LA? Um, but I don't think Fluffy. I don't think he's kind of funny. I know a lot of people do, and it's just personal taste. I don't. I don't think he's funny. Uh, trying to think. There's a couple of guys that I've liked shows they were in. I've seen clips of their stand up. But when I try to watch a whole stand up, they were just, oh, I'm great. How have you been? And thank you for being here. Um, I don't think so. Here, Gary, here's a thing about, oddly enough, you cannot copyright a joke. So anybody at any given time can tell your joke. They can copy your mannerisms. Everybody knows, so it's still frowned upon. But there's nothing they can legally do about you doing their type of stuff. Nothing. I've had two of my jokes appear on radio commercials, and I've had friends get upset when they see people sharing my material but not sharing it as me or saying that they got it from me. I don't care. Anything I post on social media, if somebody wants to take it, they can take it. The reason I post some things on social media is because it's time stamped, so I can prove that's my joke. There's a Oh, I'm sorry. I've been good these days. My birthday, but I don't feel like a birthday. Um, Birthdays, it's just a day. I don't celebrate that. I'm sorry if you normally feel that way, but today you're just not feeling it. Uh, Sorry about that. But for the most part, for me, they're just days. I don't. I mean, I'm coming up on my 57th one, so yes, that's exactly right, Doctor. I mean, there's like, now with musicians, most of them recognize the talent. But if you talk to the general public, Prince was a phenomenal musician, an outstanding guitarist. But most people, instead of looking at his actual work, looked at him and went, wrote him off. That dude was a genius, probably one of the best musicians of our lifetimes. But a lot of people just wrote him off because they don't know. But I am critical. I love Prince. Oh, yeah. Love Prince. Since 1979. I loved him before Purple Rain. Uh, Controversy was a great album. But anyways, yeah, with comedians, and comedians are the same way towards me. I mean, we all do that. Uh, but I've had compliments from people that I respect in comedy. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If somebody likes my joke enough to take it and use it, hell yeah. If I was worried about a joke, like a signature joke, I wouldn't post it. I keep that to myself. Uh, uh, I had a comedian that I love from the 80s. Uh, Shit, I can't think of her name right this second because I started thinking of another comedian. Phil Collins was an outstanding drummer. That is absolutely correct, Mickey. A lot of people ignored the fact that he was a really good drummer. That that is the saying, Doctor, and that's how I feel about it. I really like when I'm somewhere like at work, I've heard people telling other people my jokes and those other people laughing. So for someone who's not a comedian, they didn't do the delivery to just tell my joke. I love that. And it's happened more than once. I love, love, love that. Um, uh, a lot of people don't talk about, but there was, I can't remember how long ago it was I heard, but, and I would have never thought he was that good of a drummer, but not Phil Collins. Shit. What's his name from the Eagles? Uh, Damn it. I can't think of his name. Yeah, but he also had hair at one point. Um, Damn, what was that guy's name? Uh, I don't want to Google it because it's gonna make me mad. Can I see it? Don Henley. Don Henley is considered one of the technically best drummers. Uh, when I used to run, Tommy Lee is a shitty drummer. He gets off beat every third or fourth note. And the way I could tell is with OCD, when I used to run, I run at the same rhythm. So starting out with my right foot hitting on the snare, and all of a sudden my left foot's on the snare. Oh wow. Wow, thank you, man. That I really appreciate that. That's just out of the blue, a random compliment. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh wow. That's dope. Thank you. Caught me off guard. But Don Henley was a very consistent drummer, or is a very consistent drummer. His timing is always on. Tommy Lee's is not. Tommy Lee was just a flashy drummer. He was never a good drummer. Um, I thought it was weird. Neil Peart said that somebody asked him about Tom Sawyer, and he said he thinks he's having a good day when he can actually play it correctly. I don't know if Terry's here or not. Lars is not good, and I just watched a video of somebody saying he's good, and they made this whole big production. But he goes, "Watch this video," and then it went to something stupid, almost like being rickrolled. I thought that was brilliant because he had my attention. I was all ready to be like, "He's not a good drummer." Everybody knows he's a shitty drummer. Um, I'm not sure if Terry's here or not. He left a sad face on my. He watched my podcast about not all cops are bastards, and he left a little frowny face, which I don't care. Anybody that don't like cops is just moronic. Uh, but it's you're right, people. Uh, Drummers. Uh, but Neil Peart was a phenomenal drummer. Like I said, Don Henley, I never really thought about when I read that, and then really started paying attention. He's actually a really good drummer. Not flash and speed and all that, but as far as timing, really good drummer. Uh, I think it's weird. Speaking of drummers, I've been seeing more and more. Paul Stanley talks about what a shitty drummer Peter Criss was. The guy still plays really well. And in that same breath, when he was saying what a shitty drummer he was, he said that last tour they did, Peter would speed up songs or slow down songs just to throw the band off. If he was a shitty drummer, he wouldn't have that kind of talent. That takes talent to actually speed it up and slow it down to screw the band up. Purposely speed it up and slow it down. Did I lose everybody? Oh, nobody's talking. I get a compliment and everybody stops talking. Thanks. Huh. Well, I know that wasn't Terry that gave me that compliment. I really appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Why did I stop talking? Am I froze? Oh, no. We've passed the 1 hour mark. We can't be froze. I haven't seen commercials. I wonder if they cut me off, man. Good on your end? Okay, just not talking to me. I got it. I have not seen the commercial thing pop up. I did a weird glitch. Huh. Weird. Huh. That's weird. I wonder if that's like the commercial they were going to show, but they decided not to. They're like, piss on that guy. I like some of Don Henley's solo work too. I don't like Don Henley, but I like some of his music. He's written some really great songs. And he's actually got a good voice. So, and I have not seen the commercials popping up like they normally do. I wonder if I'm in trouble and I don't know it. We heard what you said, Bob. We're getting tired of you talking about us like that. You don't listening? Oh, we're listening, all right. How dare you? There we go. Woohoo! Commercials coming to some of you. Oh, Mickey, don't say that, dude. For a whole minute, I thought that's how it was going to be. Because man, when they demonetized me, it took a long time. I like End of Innocence. Sometimes Love Just Isn't Enough. That song he did with Trisha Yearwood, Walk Away Joe. Um, oh, The Boys of Summer. Again, I don't like Don Henley as a person. During the 80s, he got too big with his self, thinking he was somebody, started telling people, I don't care about your political views. Dance, monkey, entertain me. But yeah, Walk Away Joe is a great, great song. And sometimes love isn't enough. That's a great song. Travis Tritt's daughter he did it with her, but Travis Tritt's daughter just covered that. She's a good singer. Well, maybe it's because they don't like you, Gary, because they do block a lot of your comments. Although I don't think they've been doing it today because you haven't went, can you see my comment? Some people see them, some people don't. I guess it depends. Ugh. I wish I could pick. Everybody gets to see like Mr. Big Cream. Yeah, I have to self-censor too, but sometimes I get excited and I drop F-bombs and I get to see that little comment on my videos. I don't know if y'all see that, but but apparently they find some people that will because they haven't completely. I don't completely lose all of my monetization when I drop F-bombs, but they show it to limited people. Um, I didn't see it. Do it again. If it has a bad word in it, censor that word. But yeah, they do censor it. I don't censor that. I have all that turned off, but YouTube still gets involved in my conversations. So they do block stuff, and I don't ever get to see it. So try your question again, but try to if there was a word in it that you think they may have censored, try to write that word differently. I can figure it out. But no, I didn't see your question because I don't ignore people. Yeah, the last comment I saw of yours was the first comment you made that said, "Hi, I found your channel with Lil Peep." Oh yeah, if you said Led Zeppelin, they probably blocked it because we're not allowed to say that on my channel. Well, I'm not allowed to say it. I think y'all are allowed. Oh, I lost 2 viewers. Wow. They're like, oh my God. The nerve of that guy. Or maybe they saw the commercials. Mr. Big Cream, what the hell? Damn, I can't believe we got 45 minutes left. I got to step off camera for a minute. But yeah, try writing your question again. Just, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if it was a song or if there was a bad word in it. A bad word. Ugh. Ugh. Or maybe I said Mr. Big Cream and they're like, how does he know we use it? With one big Mickey Mouse hand. Because if it really worked, you'd have one big hand. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. It's Umar, right? There you go. I ask about. Oh, um, okay. I'm okay with my obsessive compulsive disorder. I don't have it to where like I have to flick the lights on 12 times, turn around, bark like a dog. Uh, I'm okay. For me, it's mostly numbers and scheduling and order. That's the three biggest things with my OCD. I'm okay with it. I don't try to fix it because I don't think any of that's doing me any harm. Uh, Now, some people don't understand when I freak out about schedule. I have schedules, certain things. So if anything messes up my schedule, I get really mad about it. And people think I'm overreacting. I can't help that. I've set up a schedule. And if somebody screws up my schedule, I feel that's very rude. So I do get really mean. Okay, Gary, I'm almost done with my coffee. So we'll be here. Uh, did I say your name right? Is it Umar or Umar? I'm hoping I don't want to be disrespectful, so I'm trying to make sure I'm saying your name correctly. Uh, but yeah, my OCD, I don't feel like it affects me in a negative way, so I don't try to correct it. I just accept it as it is. Uh, when I was younger, I tried to fix some things, but I found it just more frustrating. So for the most part, I just accept who I am. My numbers thing's not going to hurt anybody. My scheduling's not going to hurt anybody, and my sense of order, that I don't see that hurting anybody or being harmful to me, so I don't correct it. So I don't know if you have certain issues. I don't know if you have certain tics or something that you're concerned with, but I definitely found early on, just by accepting, because it's not harmful, so just by accepting, um, I have listened to those. I like Alison Krauss. I do not like Robert Plant. The songs are good. I don't like hearing him sing. So, but yeah, I love Alison Krauss. You know somebody I really like, and I think it seems like I'm the only person that still likes him? I like Dwight Yoakam, especially the stuff that his early stuff, like what he did with Buck Owens. Guitars and Cadillacs is one of my all-time favorite songs. I love, love, love that song. That, The Streets of Bakersfield. Um, okay. Okay, I try to make sure I say it correctly. So, all right, duly noted. Just know that I am trying to say your name correctly the way I believe it's pronounced. Um, okay, as far as it being a more serious form of OCD, so what I would suggest is that is 100% correct, Doctor. That is spot on correct. And it's some artists there's some artists they censor. Tom McDonald has to censor. He does have uncensored versions out there, but that was early on. but he has to censor some of his songs or YouTube holds him back. Yeah, his voice did not age well. I like Bob Seger's early stuff, but not his later stuff. Okay, Umar, if you have more serious issues with your OCD, try to take baby steps, whatever it is. I'm not sure what issues you're having, but you said it's more serious than what I have. So uh, I do work with a lot of people on multiple different things, but try baby steps. So whatever your issue is, if it is flicking the lights on and off, I'm not. I'm just using this as an example because I do know people that have this issue. Uh, if it was something like flicking the lights on and off, if you have to do it a certain amount of times, try reducing that time one time each time until you get comfortable. So if it's 12 times, the next time try doing it 11 until you're comfortable with 11. Your body, your mind will eventually accept and adapt. Um, are you talking about Tom McDonald? Well, yes, he does push that envelope. So, but as far as the algorithm, because his videos still do well, but YouTube doesn't want to push them. And I'm not a fan of what he's putting out now. Okay. But he noticed early on that they use that as an excuse when the song is uncensored and there's F bombs in it and stuff, that they wouldn't push it. So he started self-censoring, cutting those out, not changing the topic, but those certain words that are triggered by the AI, which affects the algorithm. Yes. Yeah. And that's, yeah. Uh, but I mean, for the most part, I haven't heard him put out anything that I was interested in. I've tried, listen, what was that last song? He had a song pop up on my homepage and I clicked on it and I was like, nope. But he hadn't done anything in a while that I liked. Uh, but Umar, I'm not sure what your issue is, but yeah, I think the novelty of it's wearing off too. People aren't really talking about it. Oh, absolutely, 100%. But he that song that he did with Dax and what's his face, Adam, that seemed like grasping at straws, just trying to appeal to anybody. So or bring in new viewers. I thought it was stupid. When he was doing what he wanted to do, not trying, yeah, very meh. But when he was doing what he wanted to do, I thought he was doing a lot better. But then he started trying to start trying. So that's where I think for me, that's where I lost interest. Probably. I think the system may be the last time. Oh, well, please do. Every Thursday from this time for 2 hours, we're here every Thursday. So please come and join the conversation like you're doing. Oh, I didn't like that. I haven't liked anything he's done with Adam that I could think of off the top of my head. Uh, I didn't like what he was doing with that other guy. Was that man child or some shit like that? I didn't like that. Uh, I think he did one with his girlfriend that I thought was okay, but for the most part, I haven't liked his collabs at all. Uh, but Umar, Yeah, I can't take his voice either. That's one place I have problems helping people with. I don't know if it's because of my multiple personalities or just how I grew up, or that I may have high functioning autism. Well, I'm pretty sure I do. Uh, I don't get lonely. So I have problems helping people with that. My granddaughter has to deal with that. She gets lonely. I've tried to help her. I can recite the shit that I've read, but as far as actual experience, I don't get lonely. I never crave being around people. I don't feel like I'm missing out. So uh come here and talk. I'm always glad to talk, but I don't know what it's like to be lonely. I don't know what to say. I try to help people and I'm good at listening, but I just never get lonely. I'm never walking around going, "Oh my God, I wish somebody was here." I I'm just fine by myself. That doesn't mean I don't like being around people, but I don't get lonely. So I kind of have problems helping people with that. I can tell them what I've read, which again, it's not my experience, that's somebody else's experience, but I've read on it. Uh, I'm good with multiple personality disorders. No, Gary, that's not lonely. That's I'm wasting my time just sitting here on camera if nobody's talking to me. That's not lonely. If I got lonely from that, I would be on here every day doing a live stream. Come on, guys, talk to me, please, 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 please. But seriously, I don't get lonely. But I don't like that has to do with my OCD and time. I don't want to. It feels like I'm wasting my time if nobody's talking to me. That is a sight to see, isn't it? Seeing me begging. But yeah, I I've never been even when I was a child, I didn't have to have people. I'm perfectly fine playing by myself. I worded that correctly because I knew Gary would jump all over that. Ha ha! Ha, he said playing with himself. I have no problem doing that either. Ha ha! Uh, I guess I could say that's an advantage. uh, uh, I guess. But I guess if I was in your shoes, I would view it the same way. Uh, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Well, see, since I have multiple personality disorder and mine's different. I've never met another person that has it the same way I do. Naturally, when I talk to some people, they'll go, "Oh, that's how I have it." Oh, I do love being the center of attention. I know that I do. I am an attention whore at its finest, but that's not being lonely. That's just I love that. I always have. No, because despite how I feel about them, I could talk to Robert Plant and be okay. I would definitely talk to Don Henley until he started trying to preach to me and tell me how I should live my life. And well, then it would still be a conversation, but it would be a conversation like I'm not allowed to have here on YouTube. Robert Plant would just sit in the corner and be like, "Oh, snap. That guy sounds angry." Oh, 19. Oh man, I love 19. No, 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 19. When I was 19, a long time ago. Uh, but yeah, dude, that just hang in there, man. I did a lot of work on myself. I was abused child, so I had to overcome a lot of stuff. I like music. I think I'm one of the few people that do. I actually enjoy music. I since I was a little kid. I do not know. Been through plenty of those. Well, not really. Not hoes, sluts. Wait, I'm sorry. Uh, Doctor, I probably would have helped it would have helped your joke had I not read that as cows. I missed the R, so I didn't see it as crow. That makes way more sense. When I read your the punchline, I instantly knew that I had misread crows as cows. So, my bad. That is a good joke. But shit. Good. uh uh let's see. But yeah, Umer, just hanging there, dude. You got plenty of time to figure it out. You're still young. You got I didn't start getting my shit together till I was 27. So, you got plenty of time. Uh, but I would say definitely don't focus so much on it's gonna sound weird, but don't focus so much on your issue with OCD. Focus on living, pushing yourself to get out there and try things. Try that. Not danger. Don't put yourself in danger. Just try different things. It helps to have that distraction and move on. Wow, I'll be 57 in March. Oh, I know plenty of those. I know people not much younger than me that don't have their shit together. But yeah, don't stress yourself out too much, man. Look for the good in life and enjoy things. Find things you enjoy doing. That's something I had to do when I was young. Um, Gary, I I don't really see any problem with that. My wife will tell you, my daughter has the same type of OCD I do. When my kids lived at home, I make great omelets. If the omelet tore when I was flipping it, I would throw it in the trash and start over. My wife didn't get it because it doesn't change the flavor. And I tried to explain it to her. And when she asked my daughter totally got it. I just made a perfect one. And then the next one breaks. I did everything exactly the right way. And I know that statistically that can happen. But so my OCD will cause me to throw it away. Did I already say I don't like the Windows update? I'm going to say it again because I hope Windows is listening. The update sucks, as I knew it would. Yeah, an attempted herd would not make as much sense at all. Or it's just utterly ridiculous to think of two cows sitting on a park bench. Did you get that utterly? Oh boy, you're funny, Bob. I know, Mickey. I don't need you to tell me. Oh, Mickey. Oh, wow, there's a Mickey here, and I said that. How about that? Oh, if I was a herder of crows. You saw what I did there? I'm pretty slick sometimes. Um, all right, man, we're doing good. But I don't know if my lack of loneliness has to do with my that's what I started to say earlier, because of my multiple personality disorder, he's always active in here. Well, to some degree. So my daughter says that that's why I'm never lonely because I have someone there. uh, Now those commercials are popping up at random order too. That's weird. They normally run about every 20 to 30 minutes. Huh. Weird. Uh, yep. Here we go. Boom. That's funny. It gives me the option to skip ads. I'm not skipping ads. I need that 3/8 of a sentence or whatever it is. uh, uh, Umer, one more thing about it, and then we can move on. Uh, Something that helps me a lot with different mental issues that I have is I found little things to do to distract me. Uh, doesn't hurt anybody, doesn't require anything. It's just little things that I do, looking around, that kind of stuff. Uh, that helped me a lot. Oh yeah, there's definitely some awesome alternate names for animals. But distractions, as far as like find something you like doing, seeing, something like that, some little distraction. That's help you. Um, yeah, I've had multiple personality disorders. Well, I was diagnosed at 14. Trash pandas. uh, and Rhinoceroses are fat unicorns. Yep, I heard people call them nope ropes. A lot of people call them that. Did I already say earlier I've been riding 10 miles a day on my stationary bike, and I found out I'm not supposed to be doing it every day. I have to do it every other day. So every other day I'll ride 10 miles, which is better. I used to run 8 miles 3 times a week. Riding is a little easier, so I'm doing 10. Do you notice I've lost weight in my ears? That's where it starts. Makes my earrings look bigger. Oh, I do that. I do shit like that from time to time anyways. Well, I think so, Gary, but I mean, if you pull a fly's wings off, does he become a walk? I mean, I don't know. No, walking stick is a walking stick, so he does what he's called. Have you ever watched videos on those things? It's insane. Yeah, see, that's not important to me. What's important is good conversation. So, uh, and I do actually care. And if somebody comes and asks me a question, I always take that very seriously. That's why I have a lot of people DM me and ask me questions that they don't want to talk about openly. I've helped a lot of people with addiction, but I do genuinely care. So when someone asks my opinion, I take it very seriously. I think even when I do my reactions, I take it seriously. Uh, I don't do phony ones. I don't do it for the likes, obviously, or the views, as some asshole just accused me of with baby metal. I could tell he didn't know me. Boy, you should have seen his comment. It's still on my baby metal reaction. You should see what this guy called me or said about me. Quite amusing. But yeah, I always take it serious. So anytime you have a question, feel free to ask. And that's what I try to do here. We don't have a script. That's why our conversations go the way they do. Just jump all around. um, yeah. That video will definitely not get likes when I finally get it put together. Yeah, Anteater does, but I mean, he's not a bug, but Anteater does exactly what he's called, hence the name. I think that's why they named him that. They're like, holy shit. Look at that thing with a weird looking pecker hanging out of its face. Oh, it eats ants. Must be an anteater. It's weird. They don't call sharks people eaters. Don't call dogs butt lickers. Yeah, I've never seen a duck duck. They should be called swims or quacks. Yeah, that would be a more accurate name, a quack. Dogs, cats, birds, monkeys. Yeah, geese. Who would have came up with that? Moose. I guess moose kind of fits. Elephant fits elephant. Oh, yeah, they do duck underwater. That's true. But that's not all that they do. But yeah, they do duck their heads in the water to get, yeah, valid point. That's very true, Gary. Yeah, and a woodpecker definitely does what he's called. It's got to suck to be a giraffe and like have a verp. You know how long that takes? What if they taste it the whole way? Ooh. Or if they got to vomit? I had posed that question one time and somebody said, fun fact, giraffes don't vomit. How do you know? Are you a giraffe expert? Do you work at the zoo? Golden. I wonder if lions lie. Hmm. Is that why we just changed the spelling? Because they do lay around a bunch. I bet they are too. Maybe once upon a time they did retrieve gold. We don't know unless you know your entire history of retrievers. That makes them more valuable. But golden retriever is in the name. It's a golden dog. So if it retrieves the paper or whatever you send it after, the name still fits. German Shepherd fits that name for that dog. I don't know that wolf fits wolf. Coyote don't fit coyote. Skunk should be called stinks or PUs. That is true. We have two roadrunners out at my stepmom's place. Oh, I love border collies. one of the best dogs we had was a border collie. But we have a red blue. I know it sounds weird. We have a red blue heeler. He's been the best dog by far. Grasshopper, if that name fits. Um, Medicinal or just recreational use, I have no problem with it. I don't do it. I've done. Don't get me wrong. I did truckloads back in the day, but I have no problems with it at all. I think there are a lot of medicinal um, uh, advantages to using it. There's been experiments and studies done, and I'm I'm fine with them. The fact that people are have an issue with it, yet they don't have a problem with alcohol, that kind of doesn't make sense because in my opinion, it's not as bad as alcohol. So I have no problems with it. Yes, I have no problem with it, be it recreational or municipal. I think it should be 100% legal everywhere. I have no problems with it at all. I don't see why people make a big issue out of it. Bees or fish? What the hell? I mean, it's California, never mind. I kind of get it. But yeah, I have no problems with it for recreational or medicinal. I think it should be fine. But on my preference, oh, please do. I have to see that. On my preference, what I prefer is usually used in European countries. I mean, we have it here, but that's where I had it the most was in Germany, to be specific. Four-letter word rhymes with rash. In case YouTube is listening, that I'm saying RASH. It rhymes with that word. That's not the word. But that was my preference. I prefer that over what you're talking about. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. It is. Um, I know people that had to back their way out of it. They couldn't quit cold turkey. So yes, that is true. But I also know people that died of cancer from doing what you were asked about initially. So everything has its bad side, but I think alcohol is much worse, but not for that reason that you just gave. We've only got 12 minutes left. Y'all have made this so amazing. It's been a great day, except Brandy wasn't here. That's kind of sad face. Yeah, I knew you would know what I was talking about. That was my favorite thing to do in Germany. Loved, loved, loved that. I did it almost the entire time I was there. This is how the streams be. See, I don't have big numbers today, but the conversation has been nonstop. I love this, and I'm sure YouTube will tell me you only had a chat rate of 2. Okay, now that sounds good too. Oh man, the only bad thing about when the chat goes this well is how fast the time flies by. Um, it's descriptive of the ones that have bad attitudes, Gary. Not all of them. There are some lovely people there. But that's just the ones with the bad attitudes. Yeah, see, I can't say that, but yeah. Well, he wasn't actually no, that does not fit him because he wasn't German, which makes it even worse that he did what he did to their country. Hey, I didn't say it. Gary said it, not me. Not me. I'm not encouraging it. I said he was a bad dude. All I said was he wasn't German, but I didn't say his name. So they better not take it. It wasn't my fault. If I do lose it, Gary, I'll have to come to England and kick your ass. Oh, maybe I should screenshot some of the messages they send me sometime. They do care about me, apparently. It's weird all the shit that I see on YouTube. I'm like, oh, what I'm doing is mild compared to that. It's mostly the language thing that pisses me off. Well, no, not even language thing. I'm doing okay being self-censored. It's topics. Why I'm not allowed to talk about certain topics, and they have documentaries on YouTube about topics we discuss. So that pisses me off. Oh yeah, that's true, Doctor. Uh, Especially when I turned off their, I didn't know they had turned it on, but they turned it on to where they were monitoring my conversations or whatever, moderating it, doing your job. Uh, but that pissed me off. I turned it off because Gary's comments kept getting blocked. I wasn't even seeing them, and I didn't like that. So I went and looked, and sure enough, they had turned it on. So I turned it off. I wonder if I can give myself hearts. I guess you should have, Gary. Hey, I can give myself hearts, but I can't like my own video. What the hell? That's weird. Huh. It'll let me give myself hearts, but I can't like my own video. Weird. That is self-love right there. All them hearts. And there, like I told Facebook, you're not going to hold that over my head. I mean, if you don't, that's not why I'm doing this. I enjoy doing this. So, I mean, I've told Facebook, yep. Facebook was the one that contacted me and wanted to monetize me. YouTube was different. I had to apply. But Facebook contacted me. Oh yeah, you get to keep your wrench, don't worry. Uh so Facebook contacted me and then they start acting like they're gonna hold it over my head like we're not paying. I don't care. I'm gonna post what I want to post. Except for the shit that got me the strikes, which I didn't know I could get. Uh yeah, I just leave your wrench on there. Oh, you deleted? What the hell? You really deleted one of his? Oh. I'm not putting Gary in a timeout. I should give Gary a wrench too. But then again, I guess if I gave Gary a wrench, yeah, that's good. Thank you for not timeouting him. But I bet if I gave Gary a wrench, they would probably send me a message. What's wrong with you? You know, we block a lot of his comments. I tried to unhide his comment. Oh, I know you don't mind. It's the principle behind it, buddy. I'm not worried about YouTube. Y'all shouldn't worry about YouTube. We're here to have conversation and good time. So that's how we're going to do it. I think I can hold this piss for 5 more minutes. At least I didn't have to leave today. Oh, yeah, it is your job. But I mean for other people, not Gary. For people we don't know. uh, oh, thanks. Kick him really good right in the shin and stick a spoonful of goober on his face. Maybe. Do I play any instruments? Yes, I play guitar, drums, um, bass, a little bit. I used to be able to play trumpet really well, a little bit keyboards. So since I can play the trumpet, I guess by default I have to be able to play tuba, trombone, any of those ones where you go in. But yes, I do play instruments, mostly guitar. I love playing drums. I'm not as good as I used to be, but I do love playing drums. Man, I love that in dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That was one of my favorite scenes in that movie. Well, because that would give the disillusion. I can't play clarinet. I can't play sax. I can't play any of the reeded instruments. Oh yeah, I love that. When I go into pawn shops, I still look at guitars, even though I'm not going to buy one. I don't buy them like I used to. I still go look at all the guitars. We got 3 minutes, fellas. Y'all have made this outstanding. We're not a big group, but the conversation's amazing. I like the way that it just jumps all around. We're all good. For the most part, we talk about what we want to until the heavy-handed person finds six. uh, but oh yeah, cymbal playing, that's easy. That's just a way of scaring the shit out of people. Just doing it at the right time. Uh, uh. But anyways, uh, I appreciate y'all being here so much. Y'all make this outstanding. Like I said, we're not a big group, but the conversation's amazing. Uh, it does take skill. Timing is like with a good joke. It's all in the timing. Uh, I really appreciate y'all coming, staying this whole time. I mean, y'all got in pretty quick today, so that was cool too. Because I didn't have to sit here for 5, 6, 7 minutes going, if nobody's here in 10 minutes, I'm canceling it. Oh, I know. That guy acts like he's all hot shit up there in front of the whole band telling them what to do. Wow. Looks like we could have a band. If I could hear y'all, we could all like do a live stream concert. Gary in his little triangle, Doctor in his symbol. Awesome. But hey guys, I appreciate it so much. I hope you have a great week. Remember, same Bob time, same Bob channel. Gary, don't forget to kick Brandy for me. Oh, kick him in the shin and then give him a Three Stooges eye poke. That'll be great. That's right. That'd be dope. We could have that. But y'all be safe. Have a great week. And remember, I appreciate you more than you. Oh, wait. We got to hang out for a few more minutes. I got another commercial running. Well, not a few more minutes, at least another minute. I gotta let these commercials run. Sorry. Wait, don't leave yet. Yeah, I cannot play either one of those. It's actually the way it's played, but yeah, got strings on it. I love banjo. I've never learned to play banjo. I love banjo, but it's really hard to play. We got 20 seconds to wait for these commercials to run, which is ironic because we have 20 seconds till the end of the stream. Interesting. But I'm waiting for the commercials to run. Well, that's true. You don't have to wait, Gary. Oh yeah, a well-played banjo. There's a girl I follow on TikTok that plays banjo really good. She's young. She's a really good banjo player. Okay. Oh yeah, I like a good harmonica too. Like in the beginning of The Wizard by Black Sabbath. I think that's the one. I've always liked that one. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great week, and I will see you next time. Peace.